My peoples, this video right here, I wanted to make it for those that want to make content and that or probably are making content, and at times you find yourself stuck, like where you want to give up with the whole situation, right? Because I go through that myself. Look, and I'm not showing off. I'm trying to be motivation to you. That if you even thought about making content, you're special because not everybody thinks like you. And when I say content, I mean content, video, editing, journalism, right? I go in some of these rooms and it says content creators, but they playing music. And I think a lot of people are getting confused on what content it really is. I'm not saying music is not an art, is not beautiful. But when we talk about content, what I talk about visual, video content, right? So if you thought about making videos, whether it's on YouTube or anywhere, any other platform, I myself at times struggle with the quitting situation. Right now, it's been about a week I haven't posted on the lockout. And I'm like, I have to find different things to motivate myself at times too. And you guys that watch, my real supporters, the people that have love for On The Lockout, they motivate me. And in return, a lot of people say I motivate them. You have to find something. And if you got to start at the bottom, it's a great feeling to start at the bottom. So you don't have to worry that you don't have a microphone, a boom arm. I didn't have none of this. None of this. Right? And I built this on my own. These lights, these computers, that was an empty case. I paid for this on my own with my own little money that I hard earned money that I earned making video content. Let me give you a little more close up. And it may not be the best setup in the world, right? But it's the one that made me happy for the time being. But sometimes it's like, okay, like now what's next? Where do we go from here? Right? And you gotta ask yourself that sometimes. Whatever moves you. If something is getting old for you, you gotta do something else. Right? I think in life, a lot of times we get our heroes and the people we look up to, like really mixed up, or we go left. We start looking up to the wrong people. If you're trying to be a millionaire, you're trying to be successful. Me personally, I look to Grant Cardone. You know who Grant Cardone is? Right? Because I may not have the money for a helicopter, for a jet, for all the property he has. But that's where I see myself at. That's where I want to get to. Growing up, I would look up to rappers, dudes from the streets. And I can't say look up, but I wanted to emulate that. Like I wanted to be that in a way, right? So today I think grown and I watch Grant Cardone. Because that's what I'm into, or that's what I'm trying to get into. But it's no greater feeling in the world than when you start from the bottom. And look, I'm still at the bottom to me. It's never done. But I started with this, with a phone, doing videos. And little by little, I learned how to build computers. I learned the tech stuff. I learned to talk, the lingo, a different lingo from the street lingo that was getting me nowhere because algorithms, computer bots, they don't understand street talk. So a lot of times when people say, "Oh, what's up?" Like, "Whoa, you talking like a geek or no?" Yeah, I want to talk like that because I want YouTube algorithms, the bots, or whatever you want to call it, right? Because people have a million names for these things, and anyway. I want them to understand English to the best that I can speak it, right? Because I don't speak perfect English, I'm pretty sure, right? But With that being said, man, if you ever thought about making content and you find yourself not having the tech stuff, if there's anything I could do to help anyone out there that's in need of probably a microphone or anything, feel free to hit us up. I may not have a lot, but the little bit I have, I'm willing to share with those in need that's trying to do something for themselves. And I just wanted to let you know, don't give up. Don't quit. We've been quitters all our lives and it's never got us nowhere. Hard work pays off. Look, let me show you again. Those are my other lights. I have 3 of those. Those are like studio lights to record and all that. And my little background, although I have green screen and I have that there because that's when I do the tech. I take out the pillows and it converts into something else's back there. You feeling me? So now, never mind the mess in this little table here. Have my little laptop there, my other larger tech with the phone call situation going on, and here's a microphone and everything. I just bought that box to store this microphone in there that I had in this box for a minute, but I still won't get rid of the box. That's what we do. We keep the box. And I buy little things for my studio or for my recording that keep me entertained and that keeps me in that world of whatever I'm trying to be into. And I try to surround myself and talk to people that is into the same things that I'm into. You think I knew before how to put this light, even put this green on this Razer Mini mouse? You think I knew how to even, because you could change the colors on it with the app. You think I even know how to deal with this matte and change it to a green color? I didn't know nothing about that. As simple as it may seem to someone, when you start doing it on the computer, you figure out that, wow, it's a whole different world, right? So I started doing it and I started feeling better about myself. I started feeling like there's still hope for me. Like and you know what? I find myself sometimes still going back to the street and hanging out a little bit and figuring out, again, there's nothing out there. People are doing the same thing. Whatever you left them doing last year, 2 years ago, even 5, 10 years ago, they still doing the same things right now. Facts. Oh, I'm lying? But here you go. You trying to make videos. You trying to better your life. You're actually seeing an income from it, whether it's $10, $20. Right? You don't got to worry about looking behind your back or the feds coming for you or whatever. And they look at you as you're crazy. You always going to seem crazy to somebody that don't understand what you're into. The minute it takes off, boom, and you making millions or they see ads and they see money, it starts to make sense now. Now they like, yo, bro, show me that. I've been told you to hop on that train, bro. The whole thing about it is you never want to give up. It could be discouraging. Nobody said it's going to be easy. It's not about subscriber count, but if you got 2 followers or 2 subscribers, because we don't want to downplay nobody's count of subs or whatever. We know subs are overrated. I'm grateful. I appreciate it. Subscribe and all that. But it's about watch time, what's going on, the content you're making, quality over quantity. And you got to keep in mind that there's people watching. So you always want to be at your best on a video. And if you're trying to make it something in a professional manner, why would you come on talking street and bring the streets to what you're doing? I don't know. That's just what worked for me. I'm going to surround myself with people that are doing things that Joe Budden is doing. I'm going to surround myself with people that is doing what Joe Rogan is doing. I'm going to surround myself with people like Grant Cardone. Or those other people that I'm going to watch. Because whatever you keep consuming is the type of content that you're going to put out. So when I go to the dark part of YouTube, because we all know that dark part of YouTube, because I came from there too, but there's a point in your life and everything that you want to grow. And then it's like, okay, maybe I need to do this, because I did that already. And we grow. And as you grow, it's going to be noticeable. And people are going to see it. And some are going to like it. And some are not. Hey, they wasn't for you. Real supporters are gonna be with you to the end in what you do. But you gotta make content. If that's what you wanna do, you just gotta fight that fear of hit record. And once you hit record and you got it, you gotta post it and not worry about what anybody's gonna think, because people in this world today and in the next, you can die and come back a million times, and people are always going to have something to say, no matter what. There's always going to be somebody that don't like what you're doing. 5,000 people are going to watch you. 3,000 people are going to dislike you, hate on you, whatever. 2,000 are going to love you. You got to worry about those 2,000. The rest of the 3,000, they not going to contribute nothing to your cause, your movement, what you're talking about. And not everybody has to come online with a message. There's all different type of content. I'm going to leave you with this. Have fun with it. It's the only way it works. Have fun with it. Make it your hobby like I did. Do what you got to do. And keep in mind, you don't need this. You got all you need in the palm of your hands. And this will work for you also. This is what I used to record with. A pair of skull candies that are $12 in the store with a mic in it. And a phone that wasn't even worth $50. Facts. A long time ago, years ago. I've been doing this for over 12 years on and off because of my incarcerations. Then I started taking it serious, super serious, the day that I bumped into Bimmy from the Supreme Team in that barbershop, and he offered me a spot on a podcast show. And I told him, whoa, give me some time. Facts. True story. We never lie. And there's times that I find myself like now. I'm trying to be motivation to others because I find myself wanting to give up. So you understand how this works? Hopefully I was able to help somebody out, man. You know, we all special people in our own way. We all have a story to tell. We all have ideas. And the ones that caught the internet and this wave that's going on, I think is a beautiful thing. And anytime that you can learn how to generate an income off your own ideas and thoughts and plans and put them together, even if it's by yourself or with a group of people, I think it's awesome. Make content. Make content that matters. Thank you for tuning in to On The Lockout. This is just a quick motivational situation for myself and the peoples and those that ever thought about making content. And we coming with new content tomorrow, Monday. Facts. We working right now. Facts. You already know what this is. Boop. Let's go. Let's not play with them. You know why? They not playing with us. When we feel like another group of people is more superior than us, even online, what do? Do we sit there, wallow? Do we cry? Do we make excuses? Or do we fight through and show them what's up? We got talent too. I love y'all, man. Lockout gang, Lockout fan for life. Tech for Rec, TEK, the number 4 and REK, coming with new content, how to grow online and all that this whole week. I'm working hard for all our channels and for the people's facts. We not quitting, we not giving up. We not quitters. They told me all my life I wasn't going to be nothing. Nothing. Right? And I was believing them. So I figured out that for some reason, for some apparent reason, the Almighty Father, King of all kings in the world, meaning the peoples as a whole, let me out of them comas, them few times they try to kill me and I tried to kill myself. There's a purpose for me. There's a reason. There has to be. I'm not supposed to be here. And neither are some of you. And you know that. So while we here, let's do something with our time. And hopefully we could inspire others to do the same. I don't know. But every day I try to do something that I've never done before. So the day that I go, I'm okay with that when my number comes up. Because we saved some lives. As if you guys remember Yelly Founder, the guy that had the gun to his mouth that was going to kill himself, and said when he seen my video and it popped up, he put the gun down. I saved his life. Where dudes come and see me and be like, bro, you helped me change so much. That to me is priceless. There's no money in the world, no nothing that no one can give me that could replace that feeling. And sometimes when I read the positive comments, it's ill. And sometimes when I sit in my living room space or even in here, I say to myself, I can't give up. Or when I start playing the streets and running the streets again, because war loves the streets, but the streets ain't never shown me no love, none. In fact, I wasted a lot of my years, my childhood, and all that in them streets that I'll never be able to get back. Yeah, it's kind of sort of made me who I am today, but sometimes when I look at the dudes that we used to call the nerds in school, the derelicts, your son a bird. I wish I was that bird. That bird has a mansion. That bird could really fly. He has a plane. And when I see people as Grant Cardone, Gary V, I don't look at them as the white man or more higher class individual. I look at them like, wow, bro, I got the intelligence to do what he did. I just decided to do something different in my life, with my life. Like something happened along the way. Because our parents didn't teach us none of the stuff that we was doing in the streets, or teach us how to get involved in gangs and shootings and violence and all that, and how to hurt our own people. That's not what they wanted for us. That's the path we chose. We all given the same opportunities in life. And on the social media and platforms and all that. What you do with yours is completely up to you. Facts. On the lockout. Let's get it. By the way, there's a Spotify app called Green Room. I'm in the Green Room. The name of my group is always called Creative Mindsets. But if you look up On the Lockout, you download Spotify Green Room, just like that, in your Play Store or in your Apple Store. For Android, they haven't put out all the features. I'm an Android guy, hello, so I'm dealing with that. But I'm in there at 11 in the morning and at 3 p.m. Right after I post this video, probably around 6 o'clock, or I'm going to do it now at 3. But at 6 o'clock, I'm going to go in the Green Room again. So you just look up On the Lockout, follow. We follow each other. You can start your own groups. It's a beautiful app. Facts. You don't even need a mic. You just talk from your phone and listen. But I do it with a mic, with that same microphone I showed you. Boom. And it's called Spotify Green Room. Go up in there, look for On the Lockout. Everybody's in there. I'm in there. Latin Pain be in there sometimes. D Moneybags is in there. His name is Darrow something. My bad, bro. But you could, he follows me, so you're gonna see him. And a few other dudes in there, man. It's an awesome thing. You go in there, you talk about content creation, you talk about networking, business, podcasting, and whatever you into in life. And you get to meet a whole branch of new people in your life. Sometimes we just need new people in our life because your old friends are not your friends. You bring them to your house, they trying to steal something. And you could try to help them, or you want to help them, and some people just don't want the help. So you got to continue helping yourself at that point, because nobody else is really going to do it for you. Sometimes a total stranger will, if you give them the opportunity. I don't know if this is making any sense to you, but I know I feel better that I confronted something that I was like in my head, like, man, I don't want to make contact, I don't want to talk, but I love my peoples and I love what I do, and it helps me stay sane. Facts. And in fact, it saved my life. Even though I caught a little minor infraction in the street when I said recently, this is the longest I've been out of trouble without catching a statement. Facts. And it has, it's just been long enough for me. And I thank God for that. And I think this, the same way music at one point has saved my life, but I was still like in the street with the whole hip hop thing and all that. This definitely always calls me back. Boom. Even if I touch the street for a day or two, calls me back here. And this is where I feel relaxed. And where I feel like, all right, time to get to work. That's what we all need to do. Time to get to work. Trying to work on becoming a better you. Facts. You got kids around you, they watching. Your nieces, nephews, everybody else, they watching you. They look up to you. Let's try to help them live past 25, being that a lot of our friends didn't. Gang gang, without the gang bang, you already know, on the lockout. Don't forget, follow, subscribe on Spotify Green Room. Be there every day. Facts. Check out the podcast. Everything on the lockout. iHeartRadio, Spotify, Google Podcasts. You already know the whole thing. Everything on the lockout. I love y'all, man. Make content. Go record. Facts. Put it up. Don't worry about what people are going to say. They always going to talk. Facts.